everybody, welcome to day 6 of the potato challenge. So I am kind of excited about food today. I got up and I had my applesauce with my spices blend, so that worked out really well. Just a quarter of a cup of applesauce again. And then I had I didn't eat anything else. I have some water that I've been drinking, and I'm not quite hungry yet, so that's fine, but I brought enough food so that if I get hungry, I'll have plenty to eat. So I brought what was left of the pickle soup, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of excited about that. It turned out really way lots better than I thought it was going to, so kind of cool. And then I brought, so I had some hash browns left, so I have half of a container with that, and then for supper, my husband made rice and, let's see, he made rice with some lentils on it for the kids, and then he cooked cauliflower and cabbage and scallions. And there's no sauce on it or anything. It's just those vegetables sautéed in no oil. And so I have half a container of hash browns and half a container of that, which is actually really pretty exciting to me because he said that the cauliflower is like one of the best cauliflowers he's ever had, so that's cool. So I'm going to enjoy eating that. And then I also brought a massive, I'm going to call them purple sweet potatoes from now on. It's the one that's purple on the outside, white on the inside. I looked it up. That's called a purple sweet potato. It would be a Stoked sweet potato if it was purple on the outside and purple on the inside. So it's just a purple sweet potato. So I brought a very large one of those to munch on in case I get hungry, which I probably will, because seeing as I haven't eaten anything yet, I'll probably be hungry early, and I'll probably end up eating at like 10:30, maybe, something like that. I don't even know if I'll wait that long to eat, to be honest with you. Like I said, I don't feel hungry right now, but kind of feel like the slightest rumblings, like I might be getting there. I don't know, we'll see. But I did not sleep today hardly at all. It was really a bummer. So I went to bed first thing this morning. Everybody at work is sick, like really sick. Not necessarily that they have the flu, but upper respiratory type stuff. And yeah, just not exciting with the amount of flu that's going around and everybody being super sick and people having pneumonia like crazy, and yeah. So I'm not really super excited about that. So I thought maybe I would get a really good day's rest today, and then that would be good. So I went to bed early and ended up sleeping for like 4.5 hours straight, which is awesome. And then I couldn't fall back asleep for the rest of the day after I woke up, which is really a bummer because I'd kind of rather do it the other way around, where I don't sleep much in the morning and then sleep for 4.5 hours in the afternoon, because then when I sleep closer to the time that I have to get up, I feel like a little bit better rested for a little while longer. But that's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. No big deal. It is what it is. But I'm really looking forward to going home tomorrow morning, and I'm going to work with Connor on his GT Lit, and he's reading a story, I think, about a mermaid. I'm not 100% sure. It's called That Selkie Girl, so I'm assuming that's about a mermaid. Anyways, and then Anthony, tomorrow's a weights day. We haven't actually worked out very well. Like for the last 2 weeks, we've been on and off. Maybe last week. Yeah, last week we've been on and off. Some days we do, some days we don't, kind of thing. And it irritates me when that happens because it's very soon to be more off than on. So we really need to get back into it. So tomorrow morning we're going to lift weights and watch some of the first Transformers movie, which is the movie that we're watching right now, while we lift weights. So that is the goal for the moment. We'll see how exhausted I am when I go home in the morning, but obviously going to bed first thing right away didn't do me any good today, so I probably don't really need to do it again tomorrow, because it wasn't really helping. But anyway, guys, it's 23 degrees here. It's chilly outside. Oh my goodness. It's very unpleasant, but I've got my big puffy coat out again. Actually, I'm not sure why I opened the pocket on my coat, but I came out with a whole bunch of stack of like brown paper napkins, but they don't say anything on them. Like, they don't say they're from QT or that they're from, I don't know, wherever they might be from. They're really, really, they're almost to the point where they feel like they're starting to break down a little bit, I guess. Anyway, I have no idea how long they've been in my pocket. So my daughter took them from me to throw them in the garbage, because I was like, I don't know. I forgot to use one of these to blow my nose or something. This might totally fall apart because I have no clue when I put them there. Like, none. I cannot tell you the last time I got paper napkins from anywhere. I mean, I don't eat out, like, ever. So anyway, I thought that was kind of random. A whole bunch of random napkins in my pocket. Anyway, it's warm in my truck and I don't want to go in. But if I go in now, I'll get an extra 15 minutes on the clock. So, I'm going to go in now. It's been so busy that coming in early or staying a little bit late is not an issue at all. There's a lot of times where we have to be very, very strict with our hours in order to make hours and stuff, but we've been so incredibly busy that it's not going to be an issue at all if I have an extra 15 minutes on the clock today. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and get an extra 15 minutes of time. It's not like I'm not working. I'm going to go in and go work. I'm not going to just stand there or anything and not work, but anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I will talk to you guys again later. Well, good morning, everybody. So I had a pretty good night at work. It was actually extremely busy towards the morning hours. The picture that's my thumbnail, which I can show you right here, is the hash browns and the cauliflower sautéed vegetable stuff that my husband made. I was telling you about. It was super delicious. It did not need any kind of sauce on it or anything. It was just super, super yummy. So, interestingly, I guess when your food is boring, to a certain extent, you decide that you just don't really want it if you're not really, really hungry. So there's a lot of times, you guys know I've had this problem for a long time. I come home in the morning and my kids are eating breakfast, my husband's eating breakfast, whatever, and I want to eat breakfast with them. So I do. Well, it's very close to the time that I go to bed when I eat, which is not healthy. And I'm not necessarily always super, super hungry. I just might be a little bit hungry. So anyway, I got home and my husband was making his apple and peanut butter, and I made some sun butter for the boys. And yeah, I was thinking I would munch on something with them and have something to eat. And I was like, I don't really want a potato. I mean, I would probably have eaten some hash browns if there were some already made, but I don't have any in the refrigerator right now. So I'm just not going to eat anything because nothing sounds super interesting. So it's kind of a bummer and kind of good all at the same time that I don't have hash browns made, which is pretty much the only type of potato at this point that I really think that I want. And I don't really want to have anything else. All vegetables are awesome and good and everything. I just don't really feel like making anything or going to the extent of creating any kind of a food type thing. So anyway, I'm just not going to have breakfast this morning. I am actually sitting here playing Toy Blast on my my husband's Kindle while I'm waiting for Connor to finish having his breakfast so that we can work on his GT Lit. And now that he's done, he's going to go upstairs and go brush his teeth and make his bed and do all those good things. And then when he's done with that, we're going to work on that. And then I'm going to go to bed. So that's the extent of my day. I hope you guys are having a good one, and I'll talk to you again tonight.